Now, I would like to invite the next speaker, which is Dr. Shahbaz Khan, the Director and Representative for UNESCO Office in Jakarta, as well as the Regional Science Bureau for Asia and Pacific, to say a few words. The floor is yours, Dr. Khan.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lim. We just heard an excellent speech from His Excellency, Mr. Jesus Mateo, the chair of the ASEAN Senior Officials Meeting on Education, and also excellent words from Ms. Christine Merkel, head of the Division of Culture, Communication, Memory of the World, German Commission for UNESCO. Thank you for your excellent leadership. Also, I wish to acknowledge the great cooperation from Dr. Berger, UNESCO's Director for Strategies and Policies in the field of communication and information, distinguished speakers, fellow journalism educators from the region, and all those colleagues who have enthusiastically joined. Good afternoon to all of you. I'm glad and thrilled to join all of you this afternoon for this online discussion on the state of journalism and mass communication education on countering disinformation in the ASEAN countries. I really appreciate the cooperation between ASEAN, German Commission for UNESCO, and UNESCO offices which have been mentioned and which are also joining us for this public discussion for the educators' role for journalism, for communication schools in Southeast Asia. Working together, we can solve these complex issues and tackle this disinformation. In the last few years, there have been many developments, and these are driven by political, technical, economic, social, so many of those transformations which are reshaping the society as well as the media landscape. There are questions about quality, impact, credibility. So at this time, certainly the information ecology is going through also the troubles of disinformation and unwitting sharing of misinformation. So we have to, while we are tackling COVID-19, which is a pandemic, there is an infodemic, which may include the fake news as well. We have to remind everyone that the news is critical, not only for sharing information, it saves lives as well. Quality, verifiable information is necessary for us to deal with these difficult times. We must engage with journalists, journalism, educators, practitioners, and we must make sure that we are well supported and we work with each other and we provide the skills for the present and for the future. Distinguished participants, as the United Nations Specialized Agency with the mandate to promote freedom of expression and the freedom of press, UNESCO remains committed to support journalism in education, including media information literacy. We help build global standards, model curricula. We help train journalists and educators. But very importantly, how do we work together for raising public awareness through Global Media Information Literacy Week, which is happening this week? UNESCO supports the cutting edge research and handbooks such as journalism, fake news, disinformation. These are available in 20 languages, including 8 Southeast Asian languages. We have recently conducted a very important survey about journalism schools in ASEAN countries so that we can better understand what is happening, how can we prepare future journalists, and how can we counter misinformation and disinformation. This survey has revealed many important issues that this misinformation, how can we actually tackle that, how teachers can be more aware, how can we bring these topics along with addressing the gaps which are there in terms of the current initiatives, the current individual as well as collective initiatives. We need to work together with our students to make sure the sources are reliable, the resources related to all the types of information have the credibility for checking and for verifying. So working together with educators of journalism schools from different countries is critical to fill in the gaps and to prepare the next generation of journalists. So all those colleagues who have joined through Zoom and Facebook Live, most welcome to this 3-day specialized online training. Of course, it would not be everyone in the region, but I'm sure this will have a snowball effect in linking each other, networking with each other, and such training can really help even scope the future trainings. The tips and techniques, the practices, the lessons learned for counter disinformation and for misinformation, experts from within and outside of the Southeast Asian regions, certainly we can learn a lot together. So in this regard, the discussions hopefully will highlight all the initiatives on what's going on, how our office can help you, but at the same time, the great wealth of knowledge which is available outside of UNESCO as well, in academia, in media, in civil society, intergovernmental organizations such as ASEAN and our national commissions, especially the German National Commission. If we work together, we will help reduce the spread of disinformation in the region. And certainly, this is the purpose of this special training, which will help us become stronger and better in countering misinformation and disinformation, the challenges of fake news. So all of you, most welcome. And hopefully it will help guide the program of our office in Jakarta, and will help us network better across the whole Asia Pacific region under the guidance of our colleagues from our communication and information sector from headquarters. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful training.
Thank you, Dr. Khan.